Whoa.
Hey, before you get in, think about that last game. Like, think about being up there, watching. Stop doing what you were doing. Stop it. You know, at this point, hey, it's not getting.
Sure, yeah,
No,
sometimes.
sure.
You know what? Here, now I'm gonna put it back in how it was, and you tell me how good you can do on it.
Ready up.
What? What's the problem?
I literally told you my problem. Wouldn't let me build, or wouldn't let me switch. When I wanted to switch.
Yeah, fix this up. Alright. Hey, Westmoore. So we are on game 2 of Losers Bracket here. Westmoore just beat the Moore Lions in. Right, yeah. Hey, Caden. Caden. Who are you up against, Norman? Norman High?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, thank you. So, yeah. As you guys have heard, we were up against Norman High, second game in Losers Bracket. Just beat the Moore Lions here. So now we've definitely had some different plays and strategies go on here, from taking the height advantage to staying grouped up, getting onto the mountain in this zone wars here. So I want to see what kind of Westmoore does here. And earlier we kind of determined that taking the blue side here is almost like an advantage in and of itself, as they're able to get to that mountain first, and rotate first too. This is not what I want to do. That's better. Okay, awesome. So first round here against Norman. Let me turn this off. Yep, here's Caden taking the height here, as per usual, as we've seen in the past games too. Oh wow. Boxed her in like that, and she didn't, was super surprised to see that. And as we see here, Norman High has different skins here. We saw like a Beast Boy, little camera guy, all that stuff. And because of that, Westmore's able to take targets here. Oh, interesting, yeah. Might have been almost like a disconnection there. So yeah, they're able to call targets here and say like, hey, Beast Boy, or hey, camera guy. And on the flip side of that, Norman can't really call targets here, as they all have the same skin. If they're all the Prowler, then you can't say hit the Prowler, because like, which one do you hit? And as we see here, there's no back blink attached either. So it is completely the identical character to all the 4 players here. Wow, good flick there. Very good first game there. So now it's 1-0 here. Very good start into this game here. Here's Caden on to the height here. Here's him listening to his audio cues, trying to determine where people are at.
They're high.
Dropping down to his team here. Accidentally coded himself in.
Hey, one of them's to the side. Wait, one of them's just wait, one of them's behind you. Behind you.
Here's Caden here trying to see if he can cut off the Norman High here. Even if they're on top of his head, as we see, as we've seen in the past many rounds, height is the advantage here. And yes, they have the height advantage, but we are also here to kind of try to almost encase them and trap them. And it seems like we might be up a member as well. I believe so. No, I don't think we are. Yeah, we are down a person actually.
Holy cow! Get out! What is happening? It's just a mirage. We're like all systems fine, man.
There's walls to soak up the bullets there. Seems like we're in a very poor position here. And unfortunately, we lost one in that mess there. Making this a 2v4? Yeah, 2v4. Caden's starting to run out of mats here. He does have 2 minis to his name here, but without mats, it might not even matter. That's a 1v4 here. As we saw earlier, it was a clutchable game. But in the biggest difference in that game was that Caden had height advantage. That's what see the constant pressure forced him into the storm, so he was basically trapped.
Where are y'all on the ground?
They're above us. They're above us. Oh.
Just hopping around now. Hit for 50?
Oh, interesting. Instead of taking the height advantage, gets low to the ground.
Hey, they're like right above us. They're like right above us.
So Norman's right on top of his head here. Oh, finds 33, but is able to find almost 90 on his shields. Kane kind of like determining if it's worth it to take the mini. Oh, whoa, right behind him.
They're all at full except for Siren. Siren's at 120.
Oh my god. I'm trying to get a shot and I get lasers. No, don't think.
Sitting here at 67 HP.
Siren down.
Popping his minis, he's got the time to.
Siren, then back up.
33?
Feeling much better now. He is right next to the storm too. Trying to force that rotate on his end instead of theirs. Also, if Caden makes all of these mats here and makes the roof above their heads, he can edit them and then get these windows and these peaks and these angles.
Keep your builds. I'll build the front.
Siren's at 130.
What do you want me to do, Kaden?
We're gonna have to go
Raise three.
Oh, sharing resources here, giving it to Caden so Caden can use them to his advantage here. So now Caden has the resources here. The team's almost like feeding into Caden to make sure that he's able to do like what he can.
What is that shot? That was not. Oh. Good lord. Okay. Maybe go to look out with that idea.
This is very much like a neutral position here, as we're just trying to see what's gonna happen. Like what? Oh my word! Finding that angle on Caden, making this a 2v4 here. Yeah, unfortunately, that round goes to the Norman High students. We go into the fourth round here.
He was at 141 on Square Trailer.
So low.
You gotta take the height here.
They have a Scooby Turtle skin.
Right here, 51. What the?
Whoa, yeah, getting real close and personal to Caden.
Field one's dead. You're the last one alive. On the last one?
Whoa, yeah, crazy angle there. Fighting that flick on Caden. Making it now, what seems to be a 1v4. And now they're right on top of it. Oh, unfortunately, one of them gets a little too hasty and takes fall damage and dies. Yeah, but they do surround him.
One on me. They're going back up.
Going 1-3 here.
He's both falling.
82s.
Trying to see if someone's gonna pop onto his head here.
Just got insta-spray.
One on me. Two on me. Where you at? Two on me.
Ooh, finding that angle there. Even if his teammate has died, a kid's able to use his resources and still kind of like build off of that. Oh, good flick there. Following up. Making this a 2v3 here.
Hey, come here. I have one match for you. Use me.
They keep taking out top, man.
Here. I have some match for you. He's max. He has max.
Rotating all the way around the mountain here.
Hey, come here. I have one match for you.
Even if the three are on top of his head, he's able to like rotate around the mountain and still hold some control.
Why are they all over here? Lord have mercy.
These boys so
Ooh, wow. Yeah, those walls were just soaking up those bullets there.
That wasn't the first time.
It was the last one. Oh, hella fire.
How far I go?
Throwing a few shots his way. Ooh, follows up on that camera character there. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, wow.
Just go out.
Yeah. With the 2v1 there, even if he finds the one is able to follow up.
I mean,
I think we might see some changes to where they spawn at here too.
188 sirens.
111 beast boy. Dead.
They have three.
Ooh, 17 there. That means the shields are getting popped. But unfortunately, we lose one in the chaos. Oh, good follow up. Able to take those resources real fast.
They're all in the mountain.
Spending some time to reload his shotgun here. Ooh, 17 breaking. They just picking at his shield. They're also breaking his build so he falls.
Oh, you're dropped? Oh! Oh, Lord.
Ooh, 37 there. Good angle. Ooh, 103. Big damage. Big damage.
At least we got one. Yeah, at least we got one against four.
1v4 here.
Lord, they just hit.
128 on siren.
Here, come back down, where are you?
I died.
Oh, you died? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Whoa, big rotation here into the storm. Breaking the build there.
128 on siren.
Plus, if they can get fall damage, because fall damage immediately hits your white instead of your shields.
They're right on hidden though. Get out of there.
Oh wow, protecting that fall there. Popping a mini. In the slurp. Ooh wow, but they are right in front of him.
I think he's gonna push.
Here's the team to take off some of that pressure.
No pressure.
You know what? Okay, this time you just press
Just pressure.
Ooh wow, yeah. Unfortunately, he didn't have the HP.
Siren dead.
Man, I don't know. I think it's gonna push.
On me.
No pressure. You know what?
Is there behind you?
I don't know.
Just two. All three on me.
Alright, who says so? It's the last round. Siren dead.
Whoa, what are these sides?
Seems to be kind of the same strategy here, which has worked out in other games, but might not work out here. It is a 1-6 here, so one more round, and Norman will take the first game home. Wow, like the whole team being there. Constant mats, but they do find an angle there. No time to pop the mini, and he's already gone through a slurp. Wow, yeah. As Caden falls, they follow up. And that first game goes to Norman. Or not yet. Wait, there's Lucas here. Norman finding hide to get that mini, or finding time to hit the mini. This is a 1v3 here. Right on top of his head, yeah. And that first game goes to Norman. I do want to see if Westmoore changes anything up here. Maybe changing where they spawn, changing any strategies, calling targets, anything like that.
Wow. Everyone sleeps in the same box. So everyone just drop on that meeting.
Here we go into the second game here.
Hey, they're right above us. They're right above us. Everyone sleeps in the same box. You know, everyone just drop on that meeting.
Oh, okay.
Might see some changes up here. Oh, they do, yeah. Instead of going super high up, Caden drops down low.
I'm not going up.
Just take off the
Oh, Lord.
They're right above us. They're right above us.
staying super grouped up here.
What, you one tap? Is
Oh,
wild.
son.
Wow.
I'm not going up.
I don't even know how to shoot. They just shoot before I even see them. Oh, like, oh, right. Yo.
I think he might be there to try to cut off the build. Oh wow, yeah, big damage on both sides there. Unfortunately, Norman's there to cut off Caden. They do follow up. Even if they stay grouped up, Norman's they were there to like force them into the mountain, and then like they really can't go anywhere. They have like their builds behind them and then the mountain in front of them. Seems like Norman's like implementing some of the strategies that we saw early on here, like taking the height advantage, taking the rotation, using the mountain.
Already on you? I cracked one of them.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to chase after one of them, the rest of them just. Possible.
I'm dead.
Oh wow, fighting 45. Unfortunate, yeah, I can't even run out of there.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to chase after one of them, the rest of them just. I tried. Nah, it's not on you. I know. It's possible. I know.
Yeah, I'm closing up that distance there, making this 1v3. Yeah. Going to the third round here.
One kid versus 14.
I know. Then as soon as you do that, they back off so well. You can't get
Wait,
it.
Katie, can you keep up with the building? Dang it, do you still have build him?
32 on me, boy.
Hey, I'm about to keep him in. Keep him in, tell us. He's still not dead. Are you serious?
One kid versus 14.
Trying to find some angles here.
Basically, yeah.
Westmoore seeming to play a little bit differently each time here. As you've seen, expecting the unexpected is pretty normal here.
Oh, where did he even come from?
Because Norman's pretty used to how Westmoore is playing here, so if Westmoore can change it up, Norman won't be used to it. It should be something new. Very chaotic here. With the mats to break his fall, so he doesn't take any fall damage. Here's him using the slurp.
We got the mountain.
No, where did they even come from?
Rotating onto the mountain here, but he still keeps his. Oh wow! It's a good pick there. Right to the dome. Oh, unfortunately, they do find Caden here, but Caden's able to pop his minis.
Hey, my screen just cut off.
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
My screen just cut off. I'm back. I'm fine. Yeah.
Staying super grouped up together too is definitely helping them out here.
Xander, go away. Right now.
Here's Caden here, making sure that they can't land any headshots as of late. Dropping a mini off for his team here.
Switch back.
Yeah, I know. But he takes up for you. Like, he's like one
Go away. Right now.
Good predictions here. These mats do soak up the bullets here. So between burning through bullets or burning through ammo, gotta pick.
28?
One foul, one foul, one foul.
Hey, one on us, one on us. Why am I?
I'm getting super into the mountain here.
Here, I have like here. Katie, come here. You have some mats?
28. One foul, one foul, one foul. Hey, one on.
So right now Norman does have a height advantage here, so it's up to Westmoore to see if they can work off of them being on top of them.
Just not stop. Here, I have a here. Kaden, come here. You have enough match?
I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead.
He's way behind
Giving
us.
mats over to Caden to make sure that he has the ability to get them the room to breathe even.
I have 1,000.
I have no health. Wait, they have no more health either.
No,
Wait,
no,
the ZCZ guy has
I'm good for now.
66 health.
Oh, Lord, I can't get a shot on that.
All of them have health. Yeah, they all.
Oh, wait, behind us.
Get a shot off.
Yeah, it seems like they're burning through the mats he was just given too.
Girl person has 66 health. Nice, nice, nice.
Whoa. Able to create some space here to pop the mini, which he'll desperately need in this scenario.
Wait, he fell, he fell.
Oh, Caden's on top of them. Caden now has the height advantage.
Wait, you have one more health. Wait, you have one more health. Wait, you have one more health than him.
They're both together.
Ooh, wow. He finds the
Oh
clutch.
my god.
I've never seen it actually closed zone before.
I know.
Finds the headshot there, making this 1v3 a 1v1 or 1v2 a 1v1 now. He is in the storm, but he's taking tick damage. He doesn't have much longer. Oh wow. But he does win the 1v1, even while being in the storm and taking that tick damage. Making this 1v2 now.
Eddie, oh my god.
Go. Avalon, out of stream. No.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I killed Siren.
On the height advantage here. Almost staying like on the same level as the Norman High that's trying to push him. Oh, behind you, yeah.
Stay low again, just.
Oh wow. Even if Caden was surprised, Caden was able to work off of that.
Hey, wait, should we build up a mountain? Should we go down?
Too late for that.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I have heals on my body. I think.
Stay low again. Stay low again.
I think I have a swordfish still. You can get on my body.
Here's Caden rotating here on the very edge of the storm,
Give over to us. Give over to us.
making sure that Norman High can't cut him off very easy.
I couldn't go up.
Even if they try, Caden's there to at least like
Yellow,
try to alleviate some of that rotation, some of that pressure.
Glad you have my minis. You want chance to get shots right now.
Oh wow, fighting 36.
Oh my god.
Get under,
This
go
boy
under.
is like.
Here, Kaden.
Fall out behind me. I was trying to. That was a bad idea.
The yellow go.
2v3 here. Having to watch 3 angles that they could possibly have here.
Holy.
Wow. This boy has like 100. Here, kid. Sorry, 126 right now.
Don't waste too many mats doing that. Yeah, but the ammo is a lot more than mats.
Oh wow, constant
Past
spray
that,
there.
Don't worry about that one.
He does use the slurp.
Lord, how do you just turn that fast?
They're also wasting ammo doing
Oh,
that.
there's one like right here.
Yeah, but the ammo is a lot.
If I do one shot to an AR.
Yeah, no. I couldn't.
This 2v3 is going way into the mountain here.
Oh my god.
A true like definition of skill and resource management. Unfortunately, they do find a quick window. There's them trying to close the distance here. Ooh.
Hopefully these people gotta try to get vet team so we can stay down lower and
Oh, with the pickaxe too.
Trying to go up, like,
Unfortunate.
64.
Kind of realizing that Caden's low on HP and the pickaxe being quick damage is able to do that. Or even they just ran out of ammo, so all they had left was the pickaxe.
Absolutely freaking.
67 cameraman.
Get cover. Overheads.
Hey, I'm messing up that beast boy though when he's trying to go up. Like 32, 64 beast boy.
I knock him down.
Your aim's great. Glad. Oh, heads up.
Kind of a different strategy here, kind of waiting it out almost. Right on top of the camera guy's head.
Hey, on you, Carson.
67, half his shields.
Cameraman dead.
But it seems like Norman High is right above them.
2 of them dropped.
Yep.
I'm dead. I'm gonna need to spray the component.
Hey, on you, Carson.
Get
Oh my god.
Ooh, good pick, good pick. And then Caden breaks the floor to get the resources. Constant beaming. Going burning through all of his mats, yeah. And they would just kind of use that pressure and get him right next to him to shoot him with the shotgun. Yeah, nowhere to go. Either into the storm or into the wall that you just made to kind of soak up those bullets.
I come back.
Oh my god.
I'm still gonna laser you, beast boy. Like,
Kind of a little bit of a different strategy here. And he breaks the wall in front of him to make sure that he can edit it if needed.
130
Wait out of
Siren.
camera. Donate cameraman.
162 bones. Oh yeah.
I know where he is, by the way.
Oh wow. Being able to be right behind them.
I got you.
Cameraman. just give me the mini.
Oh, 125. Big damage, big damage. 162, also big damage.
84 Balenciaga white.
Good tracking, good tracking. Good damage output.
Beast boy dead, beast boy dead.
No mat. Oh, he does have mats.
50 cameraman.
He took just a second to breathe and I think almost pop a mini, but Kaden was able to use it to his advantage as he was out in the open.
I cracked one of them. I got. Hey, cameraman,
Cameraman dead, cameraman dead.
Hey, the girl on top.
34.
Hey, the Balenciaga girl is low health. She's 50 health. She's 50 health, by the way.
53 on
And the Hellfire person is 60 health. Not
Dead.
Nice.
Right behind him, yeah, straight to the dome. And he grabs resources and then he's out of there.
Nice distractions.
I just kept creeping behind them.
What?
Oh, wow, cut him off too. It's a very good round for Westmoore. Very good teamwork involved too. Making this a 2v4.
Oh. I enjoy damage that round.
Dead cameraman.
There's Balenciaga on this too.
93
Seems like Kaden isn't very. He isn't pushing him to the mountain at all too, trying to almost cut him off.
Wait, are children dead?
I killed two, I killed two.
104. Oh, wow. With what a pick. Oh, 93. Wow. Good box fight.
Crack one of them.
There goes two.
Real quick. Anybody need a slurp? Here, get him.
Using those mats. Because he has almost maxed mats.
Edit the cone below you and go down.
Pops the slurp. Making sure that he can edit the roof above their heads. Also, good rotation here.
28, 81.
Ooh, yeah.
81 on the
Beast
Oh,
boy.
wow. Yeah. They do, like, immediately beam him the second that he, like, looks up.
No deals either.
Does anyone have
Beast boy only has one mini as well.
I'm on the way.
How much health they have?
He's at 150.
Siren 84.
28. Ooh, unfortunate.
Siren is low.
Siren's
Someone
at
build.
63.
I have light. I only have wood. I only have wood.
What? Yeah, I have a slurp on my. Slurp on my. I have all those mats. I have a slurp in that.
He's at 150.
84. Good damage, good damage. Constant pressure, yeah. Beating them, like, making sure that they get pushed back.
Oh my god, that is so fast.
Grabbing the slurp off of his teammate here. But it doesn't matter, they burn right through it.
Thing is that Beast Boy's way too thing.
Constant pressure here.
Beast boy's back at full now.
Norman High strong with the aggression. Wow, unfortunate.
Up, he's going back up.
Even with the headshot, does not matter. Going into the 8th game here, or 8th round. 2 and 5 Westmoore.
On me, cameraman.
84 on, I think, Balenciaga. I don't know.
I need to go quick. On us.
Wow, Norman High's here with the aggression.
One's on mountain, on mountain.
Finding some time to kind of think and readapt.
Whoa.
Balenciaga, I don't know.
Always making sure that he has the space to breathe and the room to move.
One's on mountain, on mountain.
What the? Whoa, whoa. Beast boy's on bottom.
I don't know if we
Yeah,
down.
I'm gonna die anyway, so honestly, I might.
No, I don't think. Just stay down with us. You're gonna get
70 on the shield here on the Beast Boy.
I just might try and take one.
Caden falls down with his team here. The whole team being on the floor.
Why is that going?
Oh my gosh, I'm dead. None of these are ours.
I think they're coming down. I'm gonna die anyway, so I'm just gonna take one. I don't think. Just stay down with us.
Popping the mini.
I only have 30 health though, that's why.
His team is right below him.
What's up? They break a wall and hit you once.
Wow, burning through his mats.
They just hurt. Wait, are they even dead?
No.
How do they know who we are so much? Oh my god.
Unfortunately, they find that angle there, making this a 2v4 here.
Oh, that was supposed to be
Simon's on your left.
Yeah, well.
They just know where we are. They just heard, man. Or something.
Good lord. It's fine.
No. How do they know who we are so
Yeah,
much?
it's fair. You can pull one more.
Like the
Niggas
yeah,
get
no,
to
none
the
of them
wall.
are-
Alright, guys.
like,
Fuck, Tyler, here we go.
Simon's on your left.
Unfortunate. That round goes to Norman High, making this
Ooh, I found
2-6
one.
now.
16 on each play.
Final round for Norman High.
Fuck yeah, build!
If Norman High has this, if Norman High takes this round, then they are able to pass Westmoore in leaders bracket.
116 Simon. No.
Hayden,
Let's see.
Hayden,
Oh, dang.
Hayden, I think it's time, bro.
Hey, they're coming up behind you.
Hayden, I think it's time. Are you serious?
Yeah, this is it. If Westmoore loses this round, then it's over. 116.
Oh my god. It's time. It's time.
Oh, dang. Hayden, I think it's
Just
time.
get me through
You can't
there.
hit me. You can't hit me though.
Hayden, I think it's time.
The Vito's on the strap.
Oh my
You can't
god.
hit me. You can't hit me.
Use it.
53, 85.
Behind.
It's complete utter chaos.
Behind. Where's the behind in these?
No, you know.
Oh, Doritos. What is this right here?
Ella's down below.
This is the play.
Hey, silly strategies like this might actually be the win here, because it's just chaos. Like, I don't even know what's happening here. He does find time to pop the mini. He does use the slurp, so he's back to max now.
I can't edit the wall.
Down below.
For Doritos, Carson. For everything.
I mean, it's so
Constant chaos here. The 2v3 looks like. We're on the very edge of the storm. Unfortunate, beamed down to 1, and that follows up as well. So that goes to Norman High. Westmoore still with the teamwork, still with the good strategies, making the space and everything. So good job, Westmoore, on the Fortnite playoffs, and we will watch our Street Fighter players shortly. So we will see you guys later.